it depends upon the person, how they believe and how they accept this water. And drinking can help them. So, since you gave it to us, we try to do it. At least, if not, quarter bottle, maybe 2-3 sip a day, and then we leave it on the table. Next day again we drink it. So it depends upon, the most important thing in this water is the prayer. And it depends upon you how serious you are about thinking and taking the water. So it depends upon each of the person who drinks water and how thinks and how it can help them. But it is always good because there is a prayer of Creator in this water, and always it's helpful to the people in any way. Water itself is comes from Allah. In the Quran, He mentioned it many times that I'm sending you this water, and how we use it in our facility. There are people like if you go to African countries, in order to get a bucket of water, they have to travel so much, and the water will come after, let's say in the afternoon, in the afternoon only. You won't get the water in the morning because this is the time when the water comes up, and it is so difficult. And then we here in the West Country, we waste so much water. We have a swimming pool, we have this, and that's the way it is. And there are people in Africa, they don't. And even if you go in Africa, there are people who have swimming pool. They don't realize how important is the water, but that's the way it is.
Have you applied the water in your eye or any area?
Not this water, but inshallah, when I go back home, I will try.
Okay.
Let's see what happens, inshallah.
And when you...
And again, I always, it is Allah, He knows it, what we go through. And we pray, but then He has His own way. You see, I'm 85 years old, and at the age of 40, I learned about Islam through the movie, the message. When I saw the message, I was converted to Islam. I was a Muslim, but I didn't have, I pray, I fast, I go to Hajj, but I didn't have that much of faith until I read the Quran. Not one time, so many times. If I say 100 times, no. I read 95 times or 105 times. Until today, every month I listen to Quran at night. Not from our community, from outside our community.
Right.
And in a 1 month,
Right.
they give you the whole description of the Quran. You listen second time, third time, and you learn a lot of things. But it is very, very unfortunately in our community at large that we don't read the Quran cover to cover in a lifetime in a language we know. Many people don't have read the Quran. This is another unfortunate. Allah is the author of the Quran. Can you imagine? And He created us. We're going to return to Him. And how we are going to face Him when we have not read Quran even one time in our lifetime in a language we should know. This is another big issue in our community at large, in a Muslim community. I visit, I talk, I have friends, But this is the big problem. They have, I don't know what has happened to them, that they feel uncomfortable with. But this is another problem with the Quran, is the Satan will try to keep you away. And you have to fight with him to get through. And that's a war against, it's a war climbing the hill, It's not that easy.
It truly is a war of the inner self to be able to fight all the resistances from the external, so that
Yes.
the inner is strength
Yeah.
and love. And we are so grateful at the Divine Clinic Foundation
Yeah.
having the water as the mercy of love. And as you mentioned, the Quran being Allah's, words, it's a love letter. And it's a love letter for all of His creation, that to show, as He says, I'm closer to you than your jugular vein. And as you have this water, you mentioned about the prayer. Can you just share with us, when you sip it, what does it taste like? How does it feel as it goes through your inside?
That's right.
Yeah, if you can
It-
share that experience.
It
yeah.
helps. It helps.
Mhm.
It helps when you drink, of course, because if it is, for example, we get Zamzam water,
Mhm.
it heals us because you know how it comes out. And this is another way of, we have also water when we have, in the month of Ramzan, I believe, we have a, what you call, we read dua
Prayer.
100 times of Allah, and we keep a water bottles and large cans, and they pray, and then we distribute those waters into the community.
Right.
So there is always blessing of Allah. You have to make yourself sincere to believe in Him,
Sincerity.
and you have to have a faith in Him. Many, it is unfortunately because of the world has got so much attraction, that we are pulled by those attraction, unfortunately, and then we miss the real love of Allah. That's the problem.
Thank you for your testimony.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate
Many
it.